Hey everyone, I'm Pete Dalliday. Welcome to another edition of Hometown PTBO, the first of 2023, and we're on stage. Brent Tully and I finally made it on stage here at Dr. J's. Not exactly the way we drew it up, Brent, but it's good spot to be.
Well, I don't know about you, but they don't want to hear me sing,
No,
that's for sure. So.
They took the drums away and the guitars, but we're here anyhow, and you love this spot right off the hop, right? I mean, I think you know the menu from like the back of your hand.
Absolutely, not far from our office here.
Yeah.
So, a guy by the name of Dave Roach and I probably have frequented this place quite a bit.
Yeah, I think Roachy leads the league. Former Peterborough Pete like yourself, who also is your colleague. But tell the people that don't know who Brent Tully is, per se. A lot of people do, especially if they're hockey fans. But you grew up here in Peterborough, born and raised.
Born and raised, was fortunate enough to play all my minor hockey here for the minor Petes. Before that, St. Anne's.
Yeah, St. Anne's. Alumni,
yeah,
you and I, two of the
absolutely.
Greatest defensemen ever to play for St. Anne's.
Back in the day.
Mostly him.
Back in the day when the uniforms were purple and
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah, the old LA Kings colors.
Right.
And then somebody had the bad idea switching them to Habs colors. I don't know why,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Anyway, yeah, so you start with St. Anne's and you move over to the maroon and white and then you put on that AAA jersey, which is always a thrill. Yeah.
Always, right? Still remember my first time wearing it, and then the team jackets, and
Oh, yeah.
the thrill of it, which it still is today for kids. And then was fortunate enough to be drafted by the Peterborough Petes here in the OHL way back in 1990, and played 4 years here. Fortunate enough to play on an OHL championship team back in '93, and a couple of years with the Canadian junior team as well, and been drafted by Vancouver in the NHL in '92, and played 3 years with their farm team in Syracuse, New York, and then capped it off with 5 years in the German Elite League, and then that was it.
Where was the food better, in Syracuse or Germany?
Oh, that's a tough call, right?
Different.
Different for sure.
Yeah.
Different culture for sure in Germany, which was a great experience.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. So let's just quickly talk about the World Juniors, because obviously it's in the news, and Team Canada, you not once but twice, as you say, and wearing the C, and it must have been a thrill. So when you watch it now, what's it like for you to watch it now on TV?
It's still surreal. I mean, it's a much bigger production today than it was back 30 years ago, of course. But the thrill for a young teenager to be able to put on the Canadian jersey, represent your country, and
it's a big production, as you say now. I remember waking up at 6 in the morning to watch you guys, and that was kind of fun. It's all prime time now, but yeah.
Absolutely, and you had we were overseas both years, so there was a small amount of media that went over. And of course, there's the TSN crew, and then maybe a reporter from the Toronto Star and Toronto Sun.
That's about
that
it.
was about it,
yeah.
Right? So, but just to cap it off. You never expect to play, let alone be able to win 2 gold medals, which was surreal for sure.
Quite a feat. And you got to do it with some teammates too, and Chris Pronger and Jason Daw. There's 3 Petes on the team that year, the 1 year, which is amazing. Okay, so what's Brent Tully up to now? I know you're in the financial game and still here in Peterborough, and got some boys. And
absolutely, yeah. Two boys, which are young on one hand, but yet feel old on the other now. But Clay and Emerson, 2 great guys, and proud to call them my sons, of course, and for professionally working for Canada Life, and work for head office now. So a bit, as we all are, to some extent remotely on some days, but I look after an area of Canada Life where our new advisors come through and look after Western Canada and
so you're busy.
Area.
You're a busy guy.
A bit of travel. For sure.
Great catching up with you. Next time we'll do it on the outdoor rink, which is just beside your office and out these doors.
Absolutely.
But we were forced on stage here today because of the weather. But we'll catch up and get out on that rink sometime.
Would love to. Thanks, Pete.
All right, it's Brent Tully, everyone. Thanks to Dr. J's for hosting. Thanks for watching Hometown PTBO. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Hometown PTBO, brought to you by Darling Insurance.